Welcome guys to our second lightly salted meet and greet. Yep. We are here at Dude's Car Wash.
What are we celebrating though?
Oh yeah, we finally got 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Abdul Malik here with us. With this freshly
baby prelude. It's a baby prelude.
yeah. So yeah, we're just taking some cinematics and we're gonna do some interviews with some of the people here. Yeah, I'm excited. 2,000, you know, and we just more than a year.
Yeah, but
so,
it was a long journey to get there, bro.
Oh yeah.
You can hear me, but we
oh yeah.
to get to 5,000. Away, since. But yeah, guys, it was a long journey to get there, but we appreciate each and every subscribe and the support. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the content, and I'll check you later. Okay guys, so this is the runnings guys. Hi guys, so welcome to our channel. Who can I speak to about the crew, cause?
The admin of the group.
Okay.
Admin.
So what's your name?
Saeed.
Oh, you Saeed.
Yeah, Saeed.
But
Yeah.
this is your car. This is your one.
Oh, is this the one?
Yeah.
Golden. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the one that's a Vula from Kilani.
Nah, it's not Vula. Atayma.
So tell us about a bit about your club, about the cause.
Look, it's not basically a club. We started it as a WhatsApp group. It's like a forum. but a WhatsApp group basically, like we don't want mensen to waste money unnecessary. So if you want to do something on your car, you ask first. Look at what do you think, what can it be? So we don't want you to spend the first 2,000 and then it was a 500 thing. So that's basically what it's about. And obviously we hang out. So Zain sent us a message to say you guys are gonna have the hookup here, and we thought, yeah, our cars is dirty, let's stick it commercial cars. And I haven't been to any of you guys hookups yet.
So just
yeah. So yeah, nah, lekker. It's good. It's nice meeting you guys. Finally, yeah.
But obviously, like as you can see, probably in the cinematics, all of the cars are nice. I don't know if that's a requirement to be in the club.
Nah, look here, we don't undercut. We don't basically like tell men say, yeah, your car must be nice. But we basically want to help men. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. That's basically what it's about. And I see your cars there by my brother-in-law's workshop.
Oh.
They finish auto panel.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law. Yeah.
That's the secret what's happening.
You already posted on Facebook. I didn't see the car, I wasn't there, but I saw on Facebook. Yeah, you posted. I've always owned Toyotas. I had the Twin Cam was my first car, and thereafter I had my wife's 1300 T's. Then I had the T's also. Sold that and I bought the 180i 20 valve shape, new spec. Same like that one actually. And then I bought this car. But this car I actually got on, I wasn't planning on buying all this. I wanted to upgrade to actual Ranix 140, 160. Because obviously the OSI new specs is expensive. It's very expensive,
Yeah.
But and then a friend of mine actually phoned me. He said, hey, I see your cars for sale. What you intend on buying? So I said, nah, 160i, 160, 140 Ranix. So like, maybe you're going to waste your money. You're going to be disappointed. But OSI, if you're not going to get the OSI, nothing. So I said, look here, the OSI is very expensive. And he actually hooked me up with his boss, which was planning to upgrade at the time. And alhamdulillah, I have a Ranix today, thanks to him.
How long
But
have you been now?
that's car I have, I think it's going to be 4 years this year.
Nice.
4 years, yeah, that's inshallah. But yeah, nah, this is actually one of the reasons why I also want this car. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to actually buy Ranix, because he's got this car I think now 7 or 8 years. But he's got this car from, you must say new, he bought it in Joburg, and I always wanted one. A friend of mine owned one in like 2005 when I was in Matric. He got one for his 18th birthday, and since I drove in that car, nah, that was, I must own one, yeah. So, yeah. Look, mods wise, we don't really have a lot done. I got burns, exhaust, induction, chip. But yeah, that's about it. Obviously, when I reset Killarney, I take out my interior and strip the car. Back bumper, yeah, back bumper. A lot of the men tell me, hey, you mullet, don't make a difference. But they don't, it's not because of the weight of the back bumper. When the air come under the car, yeah, exactly, I go, yeah, that's how I see you ever, what is it? Yeah, cut bumper. It's something quite. But it make a big difference. Like I skirked the first time I took with my back bumper. But yeah, that's about it. That's basically done to our cars. Their cars is basically stock. He's got induction and exhaust, and the other one also induction and exhaust. But yeah.
But you're the only one that's gruwelijk on Killarney.
Nah, there's cars that's faster than mine. They got cams and management.
Oh, lekker.
Yeah, but the other ones are still circling. Not circling, they still.
Figuring it out.
Yeah.
How do they respond to management though?
Quite.
It's very unheard of.
Quite.
With management, but they lekker.
But you see the problem you get the tuner scores is those engines is, I wouldn't say full of nonsense, but anybody can't tune it to use it, man. That's the thing, because it's VVT and it's lift.
Yeah.
And that is obviously the issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's lekker. I enjoy myself, and like I was a toy group all the years, and I never thought a toy is actually so quiet till I actually owned one. And
I think from what I've heard over time, at least with being around the cars, it has the comfort and a bit of luxury.
I can pack this boot now, and we can go on holiday. Yeah, so I don't have any issues. I do oil change minimum, say 2,000 k's, depends on how I was driving. But yeah, it's lekker. I haven't had any issues with this car. This car never I never stuck, alhamdulillah, not once. But I also look after the car. If something happens, I try to first go to Toyota, check, hey, phone my friend, hello, what's the price? But now it's too expensive, I try to buy OEM second hand. If not, Pilot, you know, ask the guys what you think. But most parts, if I can, Toyota, always. And sometimes, like, you will be surprised, like Toyota's cheaper than Pilot parts, then Monster parts or whoever else. Like a lot of guys go to Midas first. I first phone Toyota. What is the price? Okay, Monster parts. Okay, now it's maybe 300 and more. Save my till I have the amount, and then But other than that, it's
luxuries there, you can still go into Toyota and buy parts.
Yeah, especially for this car. What year model is this now again?
That's a 2005. I bought the car on 200 I think it was 235,000 on the clock when I got it. It's now on 285, I think. I think it's on 285 now.
I haven't really driven it that much in the 4 years.
Yeah.
But then again, mileage on these cars mean nothing.
Yeah.
I can go forever.
On any Toyota. On any Toyota, as long as you look after it. To actually race, I wanted to race now the 19th of March, but apparently it's a MSA and 1,300 then is a bit hectic. You know what I'm saying? So, inshallah, if I can afford to, I will. But I don't think I'll have 1,300 then by the 19th of March, because I still want to do other stuff also on the car. Like, no, not heavy. I'm waiting for a lightweight pulley that a friend of mine's making. Another friend of mine actually gave me a alternator lightweight pulley, and I'm now just machining a lightweight pulley for the water pump, and then I'm making a stack light also. Another friend of mine making, vital. So. Look, it's not games, it's not management, but all the small bits count. So we'll see, ma. Hopefully we can do better than 14.5. So inshallah.
What do these weigh?
I don't know, bro.
They look quite heavy.
There's two
I think it's the other one that shows more.
Yeah, there's 1630. 1630.
That's quite heavy.
That's 1630. Yeah. So I don't know which one to look at, but it's 1630. But the score was actually, I skirked how different it is without the back seats and the driver's seat. It's like a big difference. It was so a big difference that I thought, my man must get me a racing seat just to win that race, just to for the lightness. But we'll see, inshallah, how it goes.
Must keep us posted on the times and stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We'll catch up with you again.
Yeah, sure.
Shukran for popping by.
No problem.
I don't know if they can hear me, but you talk, you there, man.
But shukran for coming by. I mean, obviously the turnout is mad, you know. I do know when the Toyotas turn out, they turn out a lot. It's not just one guy.
Yeah, short man, shukran. It's lekker being here.
Sure, definitely. Anyways, short
with that, shukran.
Let's take a while to air down. What are we waiting, bro? We're waiting, bro.
I thought he's gonna wait till the car's like finished.
Be quiet.
That's something else, no? Shami, we're gonna have to get you a kissy, my friend.
Sorry then.
We are now joined with
Keith.
Keith.
Keith,
And you want to tell us a bit about your car? Like, just how long you have it, because I can see a lot of work was put
A lot
into
of work, a lot of my own work. I have it just about a year now. I bought it and it was a B20 VTEC when I bought it. The previous owner is a good friend of mine. I bought it from him. He did a lot of mechanical work on the car. So mechanically the car is sorted.
Legend.
And then I went about by doing a lot of stuff to it. I replaced the seats, I redid the leather interior on the back seats, I redid the back, the whole car soundproofed. So I stripped the entire interior and I soundproofed the doors, the panels, everything. I stripped soundproofed.
That's dedication for comfort. Nice.
I redid the sound system in the car. I fitted the Recaro seats in there, took the VTEC seats out. On the engine bay, I did a custom cold air induction and I did a Skunk 2 intake in the car. I fitted an aluminium 3-core radiator in the car as well. A lot of odds and ends in the car, but it was well worth it. A lot of weekends spent doing the car, but that's what I enjoy. I'm no professional in
so
it.
you DIY everything.
DIY everything.
This is our kind of guy.
I DIY things. I'm doing things for the first time in the car. All I do is I check on YouTube, I see how the guys do it, I attempt it myself, and that's the way you learn.
No, that's the
and
best
that's
way
why I
to
enjoy
learn.
it, and I love doing it. Always I replace the LCAs at the back. So new LCAs at the back, and the suspension stuff I refreshed as well on the car as well. So
And this paint, this is original color.
no, this is original color, but it's resprayed.
Oh, okay,
It's fully resprayed,
but
the
even
original
so,
colour.
they are very rare in this color.
Yes. So it's original, it's a respray, but that's the color of the car. Yeah, that's the color of the car. So yeah, lot done to it, but I'm happy. Still a few more odds and ends to do, and I'm still busy with the car, but yeah. And there's certain things that you find out on the Civic especially that you can't find in South Africa.
Okay.
I imported, it's got the tweeters, the door tweeters that you don't get on the Civic in South Africa. You get it on the
Okay.
overseas. It's a OEM door tweeter that fits in by the mirror.
I believe I've seen that in
So I've imported that and
yeah.
I fitted that in the car because my clips were broken and I
Okay.
couldn't find ones there, and I just imported those and I fitted those as well. And rubbers for the car, everything. If I can't find it here, I imported
Where
it.
did you get the rubbers? That you can know this.
There's a guy on eBay
Uh-huh.
in Germany.
Yeah.
He has a lot of EK parts and rubbers and everything, so I usually import it from him. And the price, it's expensive, but
Yeah, I've seen this, especially if you're looking at OEM Honda stuff.
yes, OEM on the stuff. So
Yeah.
because you don't find it, even the back shocks. I redid the back shocks. A guy helped me, so you can't find the shocks here. By Honda, I think for 2 shocks is 4,000 rand for boot shocks. For 300 odd bucks, did some DIY, sorted.
So what did they re-gas it, re-oil it?
No. So I bought standard shocks. The guy
Okay.
tells us the correct length.
Yeah.
And then you have to cut off the fittings of your original shocks
Yeah.
and you fit it to the new shocks.
Okay.
And after that, if you ever have a failure of the shock, you just replace the shock. Your fittings are still there. So I'll show you when we're done. I can show you what we did there.
That's a
And
tip right there.
No, because I look long and hard for the shocks, and we know that's the one thing that fails on this car, and you can't find it anywhere. So
Yeah.
I did all of
They
that,
do.
so.
And another thing I don't know if you did it already, trailing on bushes.
yeah, that's done. That was done. Trailing on bushes.
Very important. What did I tell you, brah? If
Yeah,
that is not done, your suspension just feels loose
Yeah,
at
it
the back.
feels loose.
Did you go full poly? or-
No, I didn't go poly, so the originals were there, but I plan to refresh it in a few months' time again,
Yeah.
and then I'll go poly. I'll
Yeah.
do everything poly one time,
time,
and then,
yeah,
then I know
yeah.
that's sorted. But other than that, yeah. But I enjoy doing all these things to the car. I'll actually look for some things to do now in the car, so.
Yeah, but what area are you from?
I live in Tableview Parklands area, so I live quite far away.
That is very far away.
Yeah, so, but I mean, my nephew, Tariq of Concept Sport is my nephew.
Oh, okay,
So
legend.
So
Yeah.
he helps me a lot with the car.
Yeah.
So always when I have one advice on anything, I just contact him and he's there and he helps me. So he helped me with a lot of stuff on this car.
Yeah.
He helped me put the seats in as well because we had to buy the seat doesn't come with the
brackets,
bracket.
yeah.
So I had to buy the brackets, but I buy a generic one.
Yeah.
And he helped me cut it,
Cut
thing
it,
it, put it
yeah.
in there, and we made sure from the start we put stainless steel, everything from the washers to the bolts to make sure that no rust or anything settles in. So that attention to detail we went through there. So yeah.
We actually need to
It's
check
okay.
that out for because we just recently did that in his car.
Yeah.
And it was a mission to get it in there.
Yeah,
Because
after-
of what you said, the
yeah.
mounting brackets. You do get an original set, but it's so much money.
Yeah.
Why not just DIY? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I mean, you paid a bit of money for the bracket. It does cost a bit, but I didn't want to still go to the effort of manufacturing one, so I'd rather just that with a bit of DIY and
Yeah,
it's
then you
perfect.
could-
and it's good to go.
Perfect, 100%.
So yeah.
But
That's it.
hopefully we can see some pools on the car on another day, of
Yes,
course.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
residential area.
Yes.
But just to see how the car. Do you ever take it racing though?
No,
On
no.
Killarney. So this is just passion
So this
project
is
in other words.
this is passion for the brand, passion for the car, passion for anything that's work done. So I'm a
Yeah.
car enthusiast through and through.
But is it the first Honda, first EK or?
That's my first Honda and my first EK that I bought. I always looked at them and saw them, and you know Tariq was big into Hondas.
Very big, yeah.
So I thought, I was actually getting the car for my daughter. But when I finished the car and I'm looking and she's driving with me, I see all the tension the car brings. I thought as a first car for her, it's not going to be ideal.
Yeah.
Because just,
And it was quite powerful.
and it's quite powerful as well. Even though that 70mm throttle that was fitted on here, that accelerator is very sensitive. So you just apply it, the car wants to go. So, but yeah.
So you decided to snatch it.
So I snatch it and I'll get another
Yeah.
plain car. So,
Nah, but
yeah.
nice. I must say it's absolutely beautiful. I don't think we've seen one this color this side of the world. Maybe in a Ballard, but never in a Civic. So this is very unique. It's definitely a treat for the eye. But like I said, we'll keep up to date with you.
Yes, yeah.
And
definitely.
Bro, short for coming. I mean, like you say, you came from Table
Yeah,
View.
okay, always from that side.
That's the other side of the world for us. So I think next time we need to come through to you,
Yeah.
that side of the world, to
Yeah,
show
no
some
problem.
love. But yeah,
Yeah.
short, bro.
Cool, thank you very much, eh? Big up to the channel as well.
Thanks,
Follow
bro.
these guys, Likely Salt today.
Legend. Too nice.
I'm still like appetite of Let's not give me a cable time for my body.
I think there's a vacuum motor in here.
Are you alright?
Alright, don't you say?
Dit vlammen iets in met de voeten.
Wil je even wat aan doen?
Wat is het dan?
Oh, 16 wheels. See, it's stuck in me, but I think it's 1 inch.
Hi, my name is Nolan Andrews,
And you drive
the Subaru WRX with a, like I would say like with a little bit of a twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what motor is that today?
That is the 3UZ, the Lexus 3UZ engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
26 watt.
Yeah, it's a V8 engine. Currently, it's still a stock engine basically, and I basically just put the twin turbo setup on there.
Yeah, we saw that turbo is expensive.
Yeah. So I basically just wanted to do something unique with the car after I actually blew my original engine, and yeah, I kind of didn't want to rebuild that engine because I didn't really trust anybody to do like a proper build on the car. Subaru guys are far and few in Cape Town. There's very limited guys you can go to. So my next option would be to do an engine swap on the car, and that was basically what led to what it is today. I never really had a whole plan for the car, so everything I did was like just on the spot. Like I couldn't decide on the engine to put in there, and then eventually somebody just said, why don't you put in a V8? And I thought maybe that's not such a bad idea. Started doing some research and ended up with that. So yeah.
Crazy. Did that someone have a lot of Red Bull that day? That's one crazy idea.
Well, it's a crazy guy that,
yeah.
you know, I'm sure many of the people know Lincoln from Jalen Performance.
Okay, yes,
So,
legend.
yeah, because I was actually considering doing like a 3S GTE, so like a Beams turbo engine. And then he was like, nah, don't go for that, do this and that. And then, yeah, one thing just led to the next, and then that's where we ended up.
But
Yeah.
how's the difference between the EJ and now?
Look, it's quite a big difference. On the standard engine, there's not a massive power difference between the EJ engine and that. But the power delivery, the way the power is delivered and stuff is obviously different. This engine has a lot more torque than what the standard EJ engine would have. So that was one of the major differences. But overall, it's not actually that, it doesn't make that much of a difference on the car. With the turbo setup, it's making a lot more power than what the stock EJ would make. So it's currently doing about 271 kilowatt on a low boost setup.
On low boost.
On low boost,
Like
yeah. It's 0.6 bar boost, yeah. Because the engine is still stock, so we would like to keep it safe for now.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So yeah, there is quite a massive difference due to the fact that it's twin turbo setup and things like that. But yeah, it's decent, fairly decent for what it is.
Definitely.
And the thing that attracted me, I didn't even know at first when I saw it. I thought, yo, this guy's missing a panel on the side. But I see like have a side exit exhaust.
Yeah, that was, we were having issues getting the exhaust to the back of the car because of space going through. I did no transmission tunnel work on the car, so I looked for a box that would fit in just straight fit without having to cut the trans tunnel, and due to that there's no space for the exhaust on the, I think it's on the driver's side. It's where the steering column comes down to the subframe.
Okay.
So going with the twin turbo setup, it was just easier to bring the exhaust out the front of the car. So it's got the side exit on both sides, which it's on both sides. So it basically eliminated that issue of having to cut the trans tunnel and stuff. But in future I would like to put a full exhaust system on though.
Kind of make it look a bit more stock.
And just to get the sound a little more toned down, because now it's basically just downpipes coming out of the side, so it sounds very raw, very rough, you know. So yeah, that is one of the goals in future. But for now it's nice and rowdy. It grabs a lot of attention, yeah. Pops and bangs constantly. So
I want to know, does it like shoot flames on the side? Or?
it does shoot flames, but I noticed that it mostly does it on the one side. I'm not sure what the reason for that is. I don't know if one bank runs richer than the other, but it does shoot some flames. Not too hectic, but there are some nice flames that come
I
out.
say flames is flames.
Flames is flames, yeah.
And then, you said the gearbox. What gearbox are you running? And did you still retain the all-wheel drive system?
Unfortunately, I couldn't retain the all-wheel drive system. That was my main goal with the car. So therefore, I wanted a nice small engine that had more or less the same power as the 3UZ. I mean, not the 3UZ, the EJ. And then when I got deterred from the smaller engines with the V8, I was like, okay, let's just buy it and see if it will fit. And then I bought the engine without measuring it, brought it home, and it just didn't want to work. So because the all-wheel drive gearbox sits a lot more further to the front, because the shafts come out of the box to the front wheels. So yeah, I had to go with a different box and made it rear-wheel drive. So I've currently got the BMW 320D box.
Oh, okay. Bulletproof.
It is apparently, but the ratios are extremely short though. And it makes the car extremely heavy on fuel.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, so that's
it's interesting what work goes behind the scenes into making a swap work. You know, I imagine it was a lot of R&D.
Yes, definitely. There was a lot of R&D. There's a lot of time, a lot of sweat, a lot of heartache also. You know, there's a lot of times, like people when they see the finished product, they always just think, oh, the guy swapped the engine, but they don't realize what actually goes into it, how long it took and stuff. So like I know there's people that do this kind of things like much quicker than what I did, but having to do it the way I did, it took about 3 years to get to where it is now. And because like I don't just have like money to throw into the car like crazy, so I had to try and do most of the work myself, which also took up a lot of time, and then also waiting on people to do things that I needed done externally and all those kind of things. So a lot of time waiting for stuff also and that kind of thing. So yeah, there's quite a bit that goes into it.
I can imagine there must be a lot of dedication, because 3 years to wait to finish it all.
So it was off the road for 3 years?
Yeah, it was basically off the road for 3 years. Since the day I blew the engine, it's been off the road until I'd say about June or July last year. Then it came out for the first time after its tune and stuff.
The swap is still fresh.
Yeah, it is still relatively fresh, and a lot of people want to know why they don't see the car like doing crazy stuff all the time and things. But I'm feeling it out, still getting used to it. I've been front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive cars all the years, so I've never really had much experience in rear-wheel drive. So it's something new for me as well.
It's a whole different beast now.
It's a completely different ball game. Yeah.
And then management, to manage everything out?
Currently it's running on a dictator, something simple. I just wanted to get the car up and running, so for me, like, to not delay the process and have to save up for another 2 years to get like a
Fuel tech was
expensive they are. So the dictator just made more sense to go with. It's simple, straightforward, it does exactly what you need it to do, and that's it. I know a lot of people would tend to disagree, but thus far I haven't had any issues with the dictator yet. Touch wood. But yeah, it's been good to me so far.
I mean, if you think about it realistically, a lot of the fast guys, even from that time, they all run dictator. Even I had dictator back in the day, and it's not really a problem. People just seem to think they're limited now because of all this new technology is there, but it still does what it needs to do at the end of the day.
That is 100% correct, and that was my thing also, because I was also skeptical to go with it because of everything people were saying and stuff, but I eventually got to the point where I was like, you know, there's so many cars running on dictator. At the end of the day, it was designed to do something. It was to help your car. It was on many a race car which did wonderful things with it. And I thought, you know what, let's just give it a shot, and since I did, I'm actually not sorry that I went for it. And like you said as well, people have their own preferences, so each to their own. You know, everybody will try and sway you in the direction that they would like to go. So at the end of the day, for me, it's basically just, if something works, then why not?
It works, yes.
You know, if I run into issues with it down the line, if I would like to progress the mods on the car and stuff and need to go with something different, then I would obviously change the setup, but for now it's working perfectly fine. Yeah.
We will definitely keep in touch with you to see how the build also progress. We love doing that. If you're cool with it, of course.
Definitely, I don't have a problem with that at all.
And do you have any plans to put it on the track?
Track,
I mean, those cars were built for track.
Yeah, look, it's rear-wheel drive now, so I don't know so much about the track, but I've always been a guy for more the quarter mile and things like that. I would like to run like a Saldana 800 or something like that, but I think once I get the gearing right, the ratios, all that kind of stuff, change out the diff maybe, and get used to the car more, then I think I'll try and get it onto Saldana sometime.
Because
but
you said your gearing is very short right now.
Yeah,
I think Saldana you need a bit.
Yeah, look, it is quite short. I've pushed the car in top gear till the limiter once only, and it seemed to have topped out at about 180 kilometers. But it's in a very short distance. So yeah, for now, for now I think that the setup is more ideal for like a quarter mile. But I haven't taken it to the track as of yet. Like I said, I just wanna make sure I'm happy with the car and it's doing everything that it's supposed to do, and then we'll get it out there.
Well, look, we wish you all the best with your build. It is a very impressive build, I must say.
Thank you.
Any build that anyone does, but I mean, you put so much work, so much time, so much dedication, passion, and I mean, that's what we love. You know what I mean? So, all the best, bro. And
thanks so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. No problem. Nice meeting you guys.
You want to hear some revs now? I'm pretty sure everyone.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do for you. Thanks.
Alright, guys. So I think we can end it off for there. I must say it was a pretty damn epic turnout today. Dudes, what do you think, bro? Mashallah. The Ranix Nation guys, they pulled through strong. Shout to them. We had other couple of new faces, like you saw Keith. He actually came all the way from Tableview.
With the Civic.
With a fresh Civic. Fresh, the champagne one. And I mean, Tableview is not around the corner from us. It's a Moorse drive, but he came through to show love. And then
just before we close, now we got the Nadir with the E30.
Yeah, the bagged one. That thing is fresh. Yeah, you don't. I think that's just garage. He keeps in the garage, show car, but I mean it's fresh. The Subaru, you guys see with the sick swap. That thing is fresh. So we are still going to be following up with all the guys that we, spoke to, and just get to know their builds a bit more. When dude gets another car, because he sold the other car, then we're going to get to know his builds a little bit more as well.
Yeah, but because we have to do like a weekly feature, because dude chop and change cars every week.
Yeah.
What is the hustle?
It's the hustle, it's the hustle, guys. But yeah, guys, look, we just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one again for supporting us, for supporting dudes. That's how we right here. And we made it to 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet and you're seeing this for the first time, feel free to subscribe. We have a lot of sick builds on our channel that we do ourselves as well. And if you ever this side of the world, if you just want to drive out to the southern, stick it by Dude's Car Wash.
To you guys, to everyone, I really appreciate it. I have no words for everyone that comes.
Now look,
Really.
when dudes
speechless.
ask us to host the park off, I mean, firstly it's around the corner, you know, it's easily accessible, and we don't mind the promoting the event, so to say. And I mean, we get the usual guys. Whenever I come here every weekend, and this is the usual guys you'll see here. But today there was people I've never seen before, and
I also have never seen people here. This is the first time I meet him.
Yeah.
Amazing people.
No, definitely.
I think that is why I actually do this also, man, for my love for cars, my love for clean cars, and to get to know new people, man. It's not even just a job anymore, man. It's a passion.
It's a passion, Nah,
It's a, like I said the last time when you guys interviewed, it's a vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what we want to keep.
But alhamdulillah,
and also
there's going to be many more.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I can guarantee you guys that. I mean, this dude even went ahead and made extra space by the venue to allow for even more cars, and that's why it worked out even better this time.
Yeah.
I mean, last time was perfect. This time was also perfect. So, on to the next guys.
Shout out to the Sticks also.
Yeah,
for the liquor food.
For the liquor food, yeah.
For the liquor food, liquor date, liquor. Now where's my date?
We're gonna make more.
I'm sitting in the bar with date. I'm still hungry, my bro. Anyway.
Definitely do more after the pause or so.
Yeah, definitely.
Inshallah.
Doing it.
But guys, again, thanks so much for watching. We will catch you guys soon. Peace.
Peace.